Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again, you know give you more the Lord. You cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again, you know give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again, you know give you more the Lord. You cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again, you know give you more the Lord. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again.
Good morning, viewers. Today, Thursday, the 4th of May, 2023. And welcome to the program Salon Talk, where they come to live from TDN Africa Media. And we will bring the program come to me, your name na Aminata Koroma.
And Mina Amadu S-Bar. Inside the program Salon Talk, we can talk about things them where they happen now we can't see Mama Salon. We can analyze and also take you view na the program. You can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments now we comment section. We can also take calls then at the program because go on for know what's in the happen now your community or what you want to let the authority then know about. Not forget say this is not TDN Africa Media and we there also for bring you independent, credible and unbiased news. And inside the program today,
the nomination process of presidential candidates and running mates still they continue. As yesterday, the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and the UDM, when at the United Democratic Movement, being get their own nomination process na the ECSL headquarter na Tower Hill. And we get for talk about the press release we Ed Sadem Pool, and we get for read them out to fumble them, and also we will get for talk to we correspondent them na the provinces who side and they can give their own updates, then they give fumble them updates but waiting they happen in that part of the country. And lastly we get for talk about we election update, and we discuss some national issues them inside the program. So fumble them una continue for stay with we inside the program as we get for can discuss them in there, so we add on highlight. We dey go for a break. We I come back, we can discuss.
Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again, you know give you more the Lord. You cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big fufu again, you know give you more.
All right, family, them, welcome back. You just join we the program where you watch na Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you go be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. As we go read them out in the program, yourself they make you suggestion. This na Salone Talk. I will see them. Na so we dey talk am. The program they continue. If family they know the nomination process for presidential candidate them for political parties been don't start since the 28th of this month, and political parties then don't they go ahead with their own. And yesterday we see the People's Democratic Party, when PDP and the United Democratic Movement UDM then finally do their own nominations then yesterday at the ECSL headquarters. And as always, we can bring them speeches them to fumble them, especially that one we get for do with maintenance of the peace of Sierra Leone, because we know say last then the politician them now then get for hold the peace of this country also for make sure say we continue for keep them strong. And yesterday the UDM and the PDP being dead, and like for the UDM party where they get for ask them concerning how they wish for maintain the peace of this country during and after the election. Now this the UDM party been get for sale.
Ahmed Sowatu. I want to assure the Electoral Commission and the country that I am committed to peace. My political party is also committed to peace. My membership are committed to peace. It is not only by word of mouth, but my actions, my behavior, and the rest of it. But to add to that again, I'm sure PPRC have the records. We have no problems about any problems in this country. We go to the police, we have no problem about violence. So we are going to keep to that. So for now, I want to assure you, sir, I want to assure the people of this country that we are going to behave in a manner that will not cause any problem for anybody in this country. I thank you so much, sir.
Right, family, then welcome back to the program Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. If family them you know earlier on, that's not the presidential candidates for the United Democratic Movement. We now Mr. Alhaji Turay, Mohamed Sowa Turay, and in running mates we now Olivette Walker. You know, I see UDM then get a female running. I mean, the female running mates, you know.
Yes,
UDM, they prove them.
Prove them. Yeah, they really prove them to the GIWI Act in recommendations,
especially for the 30% quota in politics.
Yeah. So I'm so happy where I see the Mrs. Olivette Walker as the running mate. You know, say that then thing there so we can look for see in our country. We look for see outside a woman, then they take up the position where like they now we country like for let me say, you know, say Sierra Leone a male dominated country, country, right? Yeah. And we want the woman that we don't fight hard for like we then go able for see then see we for waiting we made of. Yeah. So for we they see the UDM then put a running mate when Mrs. Olivette Walker. Yeah. That's not a great step for the UDM party. We want to see more. We dey hope for see plenty more, plenty female candidates them.
Yeah.
And we even dey hope for see a female candidate for the position of a flag bearer.
Yeah, of course. Me self want to take this time out for congratulate Madam Olivette Walker for the achievements there, because in the political limelight now, any woman will run for the highest office, you get the support of this society, because we want to see more women then coming in front.
Yeah.
You know, political and national decision not get for do with we demand them no more. Women themselves get for this side by side so that we go achieve the development of this country. So once small again, we want to say kudos to the UDM party for making the choice for get a female running mate in the 2023 multi-tier election. And back to the nomination process, yesterday, the People's Democratic Party finally nominates Prince Coker as the presidential candidate and Ibrahim Jallow as the running mate. And when them for ask them how they wish for maintain the peace of this country, now this the PDP party being gets for say.
Good afternoon all. In the very first place, I want to appreciate what God has done for me. And basically, as for us as a party, we've already been committed to peace. And for quite too long, we've been maintaining the peace of this nation. And for us as a party, our first point of contact, even within the government, is how we engage them and dialogue with them. Because we believe that election is not war. Election is a game of voting, and also is a war of winning or losing. But what I believe on, after election, if I happen or I'm fortunate to win the election, praise be to God, so be it. But if I fortunate or it happened for me to lose the election, I will accept the result, hopefully. I want to encourage everybody, we need to put CLO first. Election is not a do or die game. It's either you win or you lose. But I will assure you, and I will assure the people of this country, that for us as a party, we will have a peaceful campaign. We will abide to all rules and regulations, govern the ECSL and also govern the laws of this land. This is a policy statement that I'm making. We are committed to peace, and we will commit to every bit of the laws, the rules and regulations that govern the election. Rest assured, you will not hear any violence from us as a party. It's a very strong promise that I'm making. We will campaign peacefully, and we will advise our supporters to go on with the campaign peacefully. On that note, we believe as a party, come June 2024, we'll win the election. I strongly believe on that. We will win the election. And I do believe that most probably I'm the youngest presidential candidate. We'll win the election, hands down, no runoff. No runoff. But on that note, we have a two sides to a coin. As I've been saying, it's either you win or you lose. But if we lose, we'll accept the defeat with all our heart, with all our mind, and then we put the interest of Sierra Leone first, not our own personal interests. We're in this game to build up the nation. We're in this game for us to make our own impact. But it is not to do or die. It is not to do or die. So on that note, sir,
All right, fumble them. Welcome back to the program Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. If you just join, we remember say you can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments at the comment section. That na been Prince Coker, the presidential candidates for the People's Democratic Political Party, PDP, been the give your stance or commitment to the maintenance of peace during and after election. And if we family and carry, everybody they commit himself to the peace of this country, Aminata,
Yes.
which is very, very, very vital for the developments of the country, because like we can state every day in the program, then send there the politician and therefore puts premium on maintaining the peace of this country. Any kind of way.
Yes, Amadu, I want to agree on that part. Usai the political parties, them flag bearer, they all they talk about peace, and peace very, very important in this period of election where we do so right now in this country. So if like the one the way the day before the peace, then I believe say the people them, we the citizens them, we go adhere to them their own thing them preaching within they preach. So
exactly
for the peace reign na this country.
Exactly, and then the politician then last the peace of this country like it in their hand.
Yes,
it in their hand. So I mean we're gonna bring in more informations as the nomination process still they continue, because
yes,
as we know now about 13 parties.
Yeah.
So I mean like 4 political parties don't finally do the nomination, and others they do their own today. Yes, I think today they get the PLP also, or I think PLP for do their own today. But tomorrow again we will come with the nomination updates to una, and as well as parliamentary nominations don't start.
Yes,
and in the provinces we get with correspondent then when they file in the reports them concerning the nomination processes. We don't start for the parliamentary candidates them as well. And today na Kono districts, the parliamentary candidates them for the SLPP party, finally they do the nominations then today. So we correspondents were there na Kono, Aisata Koroma, being talked to former member of parliament in the person of Rebecca Ye Kamara. Rebecca Ye Kamara have been a C4C member of parliament, but don't cross over to the SLPP party. And so we correspondents being reach out today while they may go na the ECSL or go do the nomination and try for interview them, and na this na the reports we've been filing.
Good morning, I'm Aisita Koroma reporting from Kono in the Eastern region. Today I'm with the former member of parliament for the C4C for the 2018 general election, and now she is vying again for the second term of her office in the member of parliament for CLN People's Party. Am I right?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us your name.
I'm Honorable Rebecca Sam, although that is not the name I'm going to use.
Okay.
I'm still Honorable Rebecca Kamara, but I'm Mrs. Sam.
Okay. So now
of constituency 029.
029. And today is your nomination day.
Yes, today is my nomination day.
Okay, 2018 you went under the ticket of C4C, and for 2023, which ticket are you going under?
I'm going under the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Okay, being the first female member of parliament for Kono District, that's a breaking barrier for the women of Kono District. Tell us some of your experience.
It has been great in parliament, and the experience has been very good. I miss the challenges, but I take the challenges as learning for me, because for any challenges you learn in the process. So parliament has been very great, and I've been met with a lot of people and made relationship with a lot of people, both staff and colleague parliamentarians. It cannot be a bed of roses, but it's also good for my learning, and it's good for my going forward. And coming back home to my constituency, we have been friendly. I know we have 3 roles I'm not supposed to do, I'm supposed to do development, but it's not my mandate to do any developmental activity. But thinking of it that I'm the first woman in parliament, I have to pave the way for other women to come to parliament from Kono, because Kono has been a place where sometimes people will say, although I've not had it, they said women cock cannot crow in Kono. That means women don't have right to stand for any political or traditional position. But that barrier has been broken, not by me alone, but even with my supporters, men, women, authorities. They all agreed and they all said, yes, I'm fit and I'm supposed to go to represent not the women of Kono, but to represent my constituency, although I'm the first woman. So it's a way, with all that I've faced and all that I've learned in parliament, is a way. But even with my supporters, men, women, authorities, they all agreed and they all said, yes, I'm fit and I'm supposed to go to represent not the women of Kono, but to represent my constituency, although I'm the first woman. So it's a way, with all that I've faced and all that I've learned in parliament, is a way to brush the road for other women in Kono district, so that they can have confidence to come into politics and vie for parliamentary or councillor position.
Okay, talking about paving the way for other women for Kono district, you being that first, and what will you say to those women? You know, there are some women who want to go into parliament, neither to councils, but the fear of the men, saying women don't have money, neither women don't know how to do developments. But you have set that space for Kono women. So what are you going to say to the women of Kono district in that aspect?
The only thing I have to say to them is that, number one, I know we are supposed to have money, both men and women. In politics, if you don't have money, it's a challenge. Both men and women, it's not just women. The only challenge with us women, the way the men are connected to get money, we are not connected as women. That's why we are constrained sometimes. Sometimes intimidation. Well, I believe intimidation, well, they will say is part of the game. But I believe your relationship will also guide you, will also support you. So I want to talk to the women of Kono that they should not fear. Politics is a game. We all have to play it. Men, women, we all have to play it. I say kudos to President Julius Maada Bio because of signing the Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Act. And that act has given us strength as women. Let us take advantage of it. And also the Public Election Act has also given us space in the PR system with a regulation that says for every 3 nominees, 2 should be a man and 1 woman. So that means we have a stake as women. Let us take advantage of it. Leave all the other side events. Be confident. Let's have self-confidence. Come into the race. Come into the game. It's a game of try and fail. It's a game of try and success. Come into the game and you will see success. I believe in that.
All right, thank you very much. She is Honorable Rebecca Yasam. You know, she said in parliament or in politics, she is Honorable Rebecca Kamara. Thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, fumble them. Welcome back to the program Salon Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. That's now we provincial correspondents within Kono district. Aminata Koroma in filing that report today, and the person we've been to talk to na former member of parliament under the Coalition for Change party, Rebecca Yei Kamara. We today said they're going to nominate her under the Sierra Leone People's Party. So I think Rebecca Yei Kamara now one of the C4C members of parliament them we cross over to the Sierra Leone People's Party.
Yeah.
And of course we are waiting to talk about the importance as to why make women the need for come at the front line of politics. I mean, instead make reference of the Jury Act where we think say for give encouragement to more women than for come out. So of course, he talk about the the intimidations, the this, but to say, despite that, women they're not for the afraid for come out and contest, Aminata.
Yes, Amadu, now that will be the say earlier on. Women support women. You know, we the woman them, we need for come out. We know say it really not easy. It's not easy for they in the political aspect. Then you
therefore take care of
homes. Yeah, and Amadu, you know say waiting Rebecca Ye they talk so intimidation plenty. Yeah, intimidation plenty, but that not for stop you. Now that's for motivate you. It give you the high esteem. You put you yourself up there. After you don't put yourself up there, you tell yourself, say me, nobody, nothing on earth will stop me for make I not reach me goal. You need for put you taught them, put them forward and talk, say me, once not this, I put them through and nothing no will stop me. So if you don't get motivated and you know, Amadu, that thing the way Rebecca Ye they talk so it really important. Intimidation plenty, but na sona salon, na yana salon and salon woman them. We very strong.
Very.
So a glady where Miss Rebecca Ye tell they try for motivate the Kono women and every
other
women na salon. Yeah.
All right, Fambul them. If you just join with the program where you watch a Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. You can as well call with the pick calls at the program. And then, like we've been on say earlier, we continue with the program and still with the political situations in the country, but one move they small. We can now to the padem. What we say the padem, the EDSA. Why make we call them the padem right now and then get the game? If they say today will not forget lights, they left so then when them say will not forget lights. After where people they don't gumbo and don't talk down, EDSA don't pull a press release where they give Fambul them updates as to what's happen, why the lights not steady, and moving forward, waiting na the plan. So, for make Fambul go able to understand what's in the press release, my colleague Aminata go read them out as we display them on the screen. Continue for the watch TDN Africa Media.
The press release reads, the Electricity Distribution and Supply Authority wishes to inform the general public that in partnership with the Electricity Generation and Transmission Company, EGTC, it will embark on its traditional annual maintenance activity on the Bumbuna Hydroelectric Power Dam starting on the 5th to the 12th of May 2023. The authority responsible for the supply of electricity wants the public to note that the contractor will build and the EGTC responsible for the operations of Bumbuna will shut down the hydro plant in order to maintain the various components of the dam in preparation for an effective operation of the dam during the rains and to also prolong its lifespan. During the maintenance activity, power supply from Bumbuna to Makeni, Maborka, and Freetown will cease to supply power for a period of 8 days. This will therefore affect the supply chain, especially for residents in Makeni and Maborka. However, the authority, with supervision from the Ministry of Energy, will bring into operation the Perkins diesel generator for the provision of at least 8 hours of supply daily to Makeni and Maborka. Freetown shall continue to get supply from the Kapawa ship and Watsila engines at Blackhall Road to close the gap created by Bumbuna maintenance activity. The authority regrets the inconvenience this situation may cause, particularly in Makeni and Mabolka, and further calls on all consumers to exercise patience during this period, while assuring affected residents of a stable, reliable, and sustainable electricity supply upon completion of the maintenance activities. That is the end, standing at the end for the EDSA, the press release, and then datum on the 2nd of May 2023. So Fambulem Asunayeri, within electricity distribution supply, they don't say send to Fambulem, then says power supply they be cut off from the 5th of May, so say the 12th of May 2023. So now that's the
now that's EDSA says.
Yeah.
So we're not for surprise because this press release don't they out since the 2nd, and we don't they see already, we don't they get the problem, and then state and clearly say we get for the first problem with the lights. But again, Aminata, the first question where people then ask, why always now where the term can near for rain season then go get for maintenance?
Yeah.
Strategy not there in place, we go suggest say them for maintenance even before the rains.
Yeah.
You understand? Because for cut off lights and people then, I mean, Salon for them move from that. Actually with Bumbuna, we don't hear about phase 1, we don't hear about phase 2. So people like really they think say, when they talk about Bumbuna, not so maintenance, not like we not expect say for maintenance. But the excuses, and more so people are not used to this light business. 8 days now, like barely a week and a day. So for one good week, people are not able to get electricity supply, sufficient one. You understand? So I mean, EDSA get for try for make sure say then they 10 steps ahead of situations. You know, because people then deserve to get electricity no matter what happen. You know, people then don't go buy the EDSA to pop them.
Yeah.
Then for 8 days they're not get for the get lights. And already we don't begin to see the possibilities of more blackouts during the rains because small rain can no more they don't put all thing
you go off.
So these are things again where we hope say EDSA will take cognizance of. Of course, yes, we know Bumbuna and the National Hydro Dam where so much money don't go into. We don't know how far they don't go with achieving that project for make sure say it complete. So that we go able to get sustainable light, especially for the people that way they around that area they say.
Yeah.
And now then get for suffer because then get for car maintenance. So next time such kind of maintenance we go on for suggest to the electricity distribution authority for no say if we even do one before the rain they can sit down. Not so we already the rain don't begin the camp. This is May and we all know say May na salon na rain time. So as per understanding, then thing they for the happen inside the matching.
Yeah.
April 10 then
therefore do the maintenance them earlier before now when rain they don't begin for them so then begin make the maintenance. Una need for step up una game EDSA. Una really need not to wait una want for can do the maintenance on the 5th of May, then on the 2nd of May.
Una send a press release out to people then.
Yeah.
And already people that may not begin the sufferness.
Yeah.
Continue, Aminata. You know,
indeed.
Because
so really, EDSA, una really need for good to step up una game. Like what him Amadu talk here. If not like them March, April, it go be nice then una do una maintenance them. But light, electricity is a part of everybody in life, in daily lives.
Yeah.
Seriously, because plenty people and they can say where then they obayanda, they get 100% electricity. Then when you come na salon, to be specific, we country, you see darkness. It's bad na net. Amadu, the country is so ugly for watch na net. Yeah. No electricity, place dark everywhere. Dark. It's really bad.
And some people they vex when you grumble say the place dark. Then go say, oh no, we're not being honest. Look, we know they come for can begin they promote something where we know say not to the right thing. When EDSA they give the light sufficient one, nobody know they grumble. Not true.
Yeah.
Because the people in the city light. The moments where the people they not see and then just get for grumble.
Grumble, yeah.
Then I for tell you say there should be a sustainability plan in all of these developments. Yeah. It's just not like picking, you don't use for kind of see the cow sweets for every day. The day when you begin cow you know begin cow sweets. You know, the hour and they go before you self before it go stop.
Yes.
It go stop. So people always like for celebrate sustainable development. So the gumbo where people like in the gumbo where the lights not there. Now the fact say the people are not used for see the lights now. The people that like where the lights there. So if the lights continue for day, not about I mean country then they not get winky hyper lights again.
At all.
They not get them. We understand this is Africa. We understand we are a developing country, but we for the develop as well.
Yeah.
We for don't they embrace the developments now. So much money don't they be invested in the energy sector in this country. The foreign partners then don't support we. International donors then don't support we. You get certain entrepreneurs then we don't make their own way. You understand? But we still they get problem with electricity in stable one in this country. And of course, EDSA self get for try for see how they put things them in place so much. Although EDSA the grumble say then the losses a lot for light business as well.
Yeah,
because, but last, we blame them for that. Because if you the losses, if you're not able to track down waiting they make you losses. And then you try for solve them problem then they.
And again, Amadu, that side the way you touch so for saying the losses. Then just to say they not put implementation in place for the thing and do. But I believe say now the people and within they send where they go do them work. Where they go do them work, Amadu, then they go do another work.
No, yeah. Then they go to work inside work.
Inside work.
Yeah.
So in that side now EDSA, now the SSF need for tackle that side solve this situation.
Yeah, because if your institution they lost money, if a fella who side their money, then they go.
Yeah.
Who are in your pockets, they go where the benefits, when not they come back to the country. Because we understand, government they give their own subvention for see how they go manage the situation.
Yeah.
With the little way EDSA back together. But this little way EDSA together, EDSA still the grumble say then the losses up to 20% or 25% now the losses. That's huge. That's huge. We believe say we have to make more profits for improve on the light system in the country. So we have to try for track down on our losses them so that we not go take down at the disadvantage of the people them when also then they cause the losses.
Yeah.
The one day where they cause the losses, we run after them. We don't know say they run the institution and then they pay electricity bills. We go after them. There are plenty institutions in this country, big ones. Then they pay lights bill. Then they pay lights bill. You get some money, the meter hang. The meter they give the lights.
Yes.
But now that thing they can't. But so you see, and una as EDSA, now una get for pay attention to that. Una not use Dande now against innocent people them, where then get a meter them, then they top up, then they make sure say then go by the law itself. So with a big EDSA, as much as we know say una the losses, as much as we know say una they try for make the light business be sustainable, una try for make them possible for let it be a sustainable something.
Yeah.
Salon don't they talk about this light business since ages where we no born yet. Where some of we no born yet. And look the side where the lights business they now. A lot of improvements don't happen. We know they say improvement not happen. Side and the way lights not be ever done. The lights they now. Of course, the energy sector don't they try, but we want to see more improvements. The people want to see more improvements, especially where we get hospitals, we get factories there where they are the country. Because even a small factory themselves, they can grumble.
Yeah.
Say the lights not steady.
Yes.
Then therefore put a separate standby generator so that they go able to get sustainable for let them factory go on. So EDSA for really pay great attention in the improvement for sustainable energy in the country. Fumble them if you just join with the program where you watch na Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they shown on the screen, or you drop your comments at the comment section. This is the program Salone Talk for you and for we all. As for we, how we see them, na so we dey talk them. And we dey hope say una self go dey call and express una views them na the program, because this program now for we all. We don't want to be the one that no more for the talk. Now make we call on Salone Talk. Now your area, now your own community, now your office. Something that way you go want to let the public know about. But something we don't talk about something where you set one for Rob Motspan.
Yes.
You can call and then you make your own contribution na the program. We go now with inbox and see if we get message then day so that we go read them out. The program still they continue.
We got a few comments we don't come in. We get a comment from Alpha Amadu. We say good morning at TDN Africa Media. Good morning, Alpha. True nature, they say women support women. Let's put our hearts on and set our political goals high. We get a comment from Alpha Mamudu. We say nice message. We get a comment from Ramatu Kanu. We say EDSA are not partners of development. That's not the comments there. So far away, we don't come inside the program. Amadu,
yeah. Well, we want for say plenty thank you to we viewers them for we then save the drop them views na the program. Well, I don't know inside the person in the suggest, but you see this time with the talk.
Yeah.
If there is a sustainable energy, what's no go challenge EDSA say they don't want for they're not partners of development. Because indeed EDSA for be one of the key pillars of development in this country.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age of, let's say this modern age of digitalization. Everything they be run by power. You understand? We need energy for make sure say we country go before. This is not something where nobody no go able for run away from. We saw na Salone Talk. We need sustainable energy for low able for keep we viewers them informed. So we know they subscribe to it in a person they say really 100%, but we want for at least let EDSA change that narrative the way people in the think.
Yes.
Say then they undermine development. EDSA, this is the message to una follow una know say the people of this country they expect much from una, and una for go all out for make sure say una deliver a sustainable energy system na the country. The program still they continue, and we want to go straight to election updates. We say we will go for talk, but plenty other national developments them, but election business.
Yes, Amadu, the election update. We get 50 days to election. 50 days to election, and we get now. I want for talk something. This they go especially to the politicians them, Amadu.
Yeah.
We don't hear plenty things them, but this tribalism
yeah.
is really bad. Where they portray such na this community during this this country during this election, Amadu.
Yeah.
Tribalism is very bad. Not to something when they forgot to preach out or forgot to talk himself to we citizen them.
Yeah.
This mind you, not for you one and for we all.
Yeah.
This country also not for the politician they one grain no more. For we all the citizens them.
Yeah.
And if we don't begin come with tribalism, I believe say this country not get for go before.
No.
Really not get for go before.
No.
Seriously.
You know, Aminata, if I can, for add to it, you just say no more. The political system now the country, we don't too polarize them with what you call sentiment, and it get for be tribal sentiment, it get for be regional sentiment, it get for be two color sentiment as well back.
Yes.
And we think say not there in the interest of the country.
Yeah.
And now this is the area we call on the Independence Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. We want to see how they go able for stop politicians from being too attentive towards them tribe, because all the communications they will hear, and then Aminata, this also you know, go to the politicians no more, because for quell down the tribal tension a little bit, I must admit, even we the journalists then get a role for play.
Yeah. How
we ask them questions.
Indeed.
It's another thing. I mean, I don't watch programs them where they see journalists, then they focus, they ask person about tribe, which, like, to me, I find that they a little bit very strange. You understand? We for really move past their level than they. You make reference to tribe in an interview with somebody when we for the talk the country. So even we were then at the media, we get for try for refrain from asking questions where we no say go encourage or motivate tribal sentiments. You understand?
Yeah.
I know we can't ask you say, oh, you know, say this tribe, now then so, now then this, now then that. Once you begin to do that, you don't create a platform for let somebody begin preach tribalism.
Yeah.
So even we, the journalists then at the media, we have to be very careful how we put out questions to these politicians. If the person want to talk about in tribe, you can tell them, say, oh no, sorry, you can do that on other platform, but I'm not saying you go do that on your own platform. Let's talk about this country. Now we ask them questions where surrounding the developments of this country. Other than you go begin to ask person, oh, this area, you know, say they say at this tribe, you know, say they say at that tribe. All that they make the tribal sentiments, they continue in the country. Because if you go ask somebody about a particular tribe, then that person they go for continue for speak against the other tribe. No matter how the person go say, oh, I get a relationship with that particular tribe, but you go get a reason for become more, let's say, you go be more loyal to your own tribe than how it's supposed to talk for the general Sierra Leonean view. And we really think say this is not something where the journalists then have to pay attention to. Some of the questions where we ask the politicians, making us surround around tribe. Anyone we get for do with tribe, not a question for ask. Because last now one salon we get for eschew them questions there where we think say go motivate tribal sentiment or regional sentiment. We no want for divide this country as will be the questions where we ask them politicians. Because most times now we they give it the platform for let them continue for the talk about things then where we know say you know what's why. We have pressing issues where we need for ask these people about. How you hope for can develop? How you hope for can do this? How do you intend to do this? How you go raise the money? Who say the money they come out? Now the question and the why so we get for the ask. Questions of accountability, questions of transparency, questions where we know say go drive corruption come out na the system of Sierra Leone. Because last we debn because of corruption. We debn because of the lack of accountability. We debn because the country not gets transparent leaders. And as journalists, we not dancing and we for focus on this time. Not so the time that this role for be too sentimental with the way they ask question. We get for proof say we are very, very unbiased and we for be impartial in all of we practice system where we they do. Particularly during this time, Aminata, when it comes to the tribal messages like you they say rightly, that's my own submission. I actually think we the journalists, we the people in the media field, we get for avoid for the ask any question where we know say go encourage tribal sentiments. I don't see how they happen at different platforms there. And me think say we for try for see how best we go avoid for the ask politicians then questions then the questions they will for they puts forward to them. Now questions where for do with the development of salon. You know?
Yes, Amadu, I want to agree with you on that part. The journalists them you are with the big una we no say na una duty them for talk na una na the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah.
But since na una na the voice of the voiceless, una really need for go dey ask politicians them questions about development, questions about the people, their future.
It's true.
Yeah. So really, let we not go to encourage, we give the politician a platform for can begin talk tribalism talks them na we program them.
Like I tell you like you they say no more Aminata, and I agree with you 100%. Anything we got for do with tribal sentiment, you journalists, you should write you questions themselves. To me, what I think, as long as you know say this, you go encourage somebody for can begin like think saying your tribe is superior, because no matter what, this part of the world, people then tribe they next to their hearts, but we get for discourage them they a little bit. Let the country they next to your heart than how you tribe for they next to your heart. So man, if you want to know, just say, hey, na this. As you say na this tribe, oh, you don't make it don't feel say na this. And to some large extent, this part of the world, yes, we find ourselves from different clans, we history different from the white people that your history is true, but we get for try for see how they embrace patriotism, nationalism, rather than for the always they ask people them about them tribe. Now we they try for see how we go able for portray the Sierra Leoneanness inside of we than the tribe business where we day into. You know, tell well. And the media gets a great role for play in this. We mentioned this specifically in the program today because we want for let the journalists then refrain from asking. We want to suggest to we colleague journalists them. Now we refrain from asking questions where we know say go bring tribal sentiment. It is not good for our country, and it's not even good for we practice.
Yeah.
It's not good for we practice as journalists, because always me think say for the ask questions about, like I say earlier on, pressing issues we need answers, because the people of this country deserve better answers rather than you can tell them for analyze whose tribe been get under, whose tribe been get this, or whose tribe not been get that. It's unfair on the people of this country, and we think say the people of this country not deserve them kind of thing in the day. For maintain with peace. This is where again we call on the bodies where they in charge. Or see how they go come up with a specific rule. We go at least hold any politician accountable if they preach any message we go for do with tribal sentiment, Aminata.
Yes.
I see we inbox don't they follow up with message them.
Yes.
Now we go back and see what commenters they get for say.
Yes, we get a comment from Alpha Mamuduba. We say the country wants for divide by some politicians. Then he say Alpha Mamuduba say again, vote wisely. We get a comment from Ramatu Kanu. We say, well said, and to talk salon talk for the electricity of Sierra Leone. Then we get a comment from True Nature. We say, politician, please bring development in our country. And we get a comment from Alpha Mamuduba. We say, we just need good leaders. And we get a comment from True Nature. We say, leaders will get salon at heart. And we get a comment from Alpha Mamuduba. We say, we need good institutions in Sierra Leone. And we get a comment from Ramatu Kanu. We say, the opposition are very hungry for power. But God will continue to expose, destroy them. Well, Ramatu Kamara, una thank you for where the comments na on the show.
Yeah.
But really, we the advice una
maintain
the
comment them civil and unbiased, because for we the only read out comments where we think say they in the favor of the country.
Yes,
because we know the points finger no they help.
Yeah.
The points finger no they help.
At all.
Be it ruling, be it opposition, they all get their own pitfalls. But for we don't want for blame game. We just want for call everybody to, we just want for all everybody accountable based on the fact that, like somebody states, the politicians, we they see say many of them determined for divide this country. And we all, as people them na the media, and for make the people of this country realize say, They don't want for divide we for we own benefit too.
Yeah.
They want for divide we for their own benefit. Because we all know the saying, a divided house, not a tin up. Us we scatter, not a tin up. So they no say if we scatter na we go up and down we ala day, then they better themselves na the corner. So now that's the one for do to we. So you focus for be your country first, especially during this election. We they call on people then. Let we resist any form of division where the politicians they want come with so we. Where politician can to you, look at in development plan them. Waiting at the policies where go get for can create, where go better the lives of the people in this country. Every day with the Allah say we get economic problems. Waiting at the policy where this person go put in place for salvage the economic challenges where they face. Every day with the grumble say the health system did this way and that way. Waiting at the policy where this person will come for improve the health system. Every day with the grumble say educational system weak. Waiting at the policy where this person will carry it for make the educational system improve so that we all go get a quality learning where we go able for save this country also from dying. Now then thing then they we for look out for this particular time. We they beg fumble them this election. Not make any politician make you and somebody turn enemy.
Yeah.
Because last after the election done, who side then they go do the negotiations? Me and you know the day. We know the day. We know the day and we know go ever the day.
Yeah.
Then just they come on adult resolution. We go hear about the negotiation, but we no go know but the negotiation. We no go know about some for your ear know about a different thing.
Yeah.
Then when they come out with the resolution, then go just one. Now then now me and you two go come back, we can see how they argue for them. So what's me and you for do during this election? Lord, we always serve together as the Salone people them, we want for develop this country. Let me try not get reason for make me and you two get hatredness for each other for politics. Let the region and come out not be a reason for make me and you two get problem for politics. Because the politician there, we don't know, they pass bill in the parliament.
Yeah.
They all day in favor.
Indeed.
The politician there where they make the law, then pass the bill in the parliament. They all day in favor. Then I for tell you plain say, as long as it benefits them, they're okay. So me and you two for they think about how we go able to hold them accountable for the laws them when they don't make, when they reflect positively on the lives of the citizens. And during this election, we can always beg we company young people them. Not so the time for let them can use you. This not the time where you for no say you for vote wisely. This not the time where you for no say you future and the future of your generation. It ain't you hand. Because any decision where you make now they last you for the next 5 years. If it suits you, go vote. If it not suits you, go vote. Peaceful one you can sit down. Let nobody no use you for say go commit mem. While they young picking and go there Babylon they study, like how me and you can call them. You go there naya or you there bamba kayaka they suffer. Then they come back for can take over you bamba tomorrow. So before they can take over you, they meet you with less knowledge. Empower yourself as a young person. Where then can you get to? Where then can you community? Ask them question. What thing you go do for we for the next 5 years? We're going to improve our lives as young people. Because last, we the young people them. Now we poor in this country. Now you make now we then they use. They know what we want. Them basic thing that we may you know they able to afford. Now then they fool with it. But do you allow we pay attention? What thing you get inside of you, it pass that thing where they can give you.
Yeah.
Try for cultivate your own brilliance. That thing where you know say they inside you go make you a better somebody in society. And I want to say this again to fumble them. This election, a day now we all earn. Any choice where we make now go last week for the next 5 years. Now yes, so me go put me on talk for today.
And me will not go able to read all the comments them we don't come in because of time.
Yeah.
But we go summarize them. And the comments as we the beg una do ya una let we know we limit how we the comment.
Yeah.
We know say this na election everybody, but that blame game let we stop them.
Yeah.
Let we take responsibility for we own actions and let they ask the politician then questions so that then back go able take responsibility for their own actions them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we na so me and my teammates, we always they put salon first because na in our country, na in we sabi, we don't know no other country, na salon we sabi.
My last, all man abandon you.
Yeah.
But you can't see, you know, they abandon
at
you.
all. You know, go abandon you, Amadu. So na salon we they put first. And me your message what they send to the youth man them and the citizen them out there. Do ya where the time reach for for go vote? Let we go vote Saful and cancel them and listen to the result, or we listen to Uda we get for listen where they make we get better understanding of the voting system. Yeah, where we get the PR system.
Yeah, and before we go safe, we want to let Fambole know say for the benefit of we viewers, we get a special election coverage program where they start next week. We want to make people then focus, let them pay attention to TDN Africa Media, because we go there for they bring you the independent, credible, and the unbiased news around the whole electionary process. So not forget, the election updates show they start next week, and tomorrow we go announce the time when the show get for the start.
Yeah.
And we plead to we viewers for always pay attention to we as we go to bring in people that go can analyze the situations we'll get for go to discuss inside the election program.
Yes, sir. And as they say earlier, let we ask the politicians them questions, pertinent question. We go make that politician he good think before they answer you.
Yeah.
Ask them question where they come na you ghetto, where they come na you area, your vicinity, your community, wherever. May they not can put push or neither any other thing for distract your mind. Where you don't put your attention, say now this I want. Let you heart the day. Let it be say na that day you want. Make them not come tell you another thing that you take you say because of Asabi this person here.
Especially when you get for do with violence.
Yes. Do ya with a big. Now salon no more we get. Salon na able to accommodate we all. This country na able to accommodate all its citizens. Where you go over yonder, the kind we can see where we sisters then we brothers then can send some audio, some videos them Amadu. When they send and say na so then they treat we in this country na so then may you know if then una can tell them say if na your country you be there so you know they suffer, you know they this, you know they that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can understand. But this country we for like and we for love, we for show respect to one another, then we love each other because we last na salon na no more we get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So fumble them for we wait on they bring the program Salon Talk to today. Me your name na Amadu Esba, and we want to say Tata, and they tell una plenty thank you for una view. This program they cancel una from 10 o'clock in the morning, Monday to Friday, so till 11 o'clock. So not forget for the tuning for you updates and your analysis in waiting the happen na Salon Talk there for you. Mina Amadu Esba, they say Tata for today, and join me back tomorrow at the same time. Have a wonderful day.
And me your name na Aminata Koroma.
Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big cuckoo again, you know give you more the Lord day. You cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big cuckoo again, you know give you more the Lord day. Oh, you cook jollof rice, you know give me day. You cook big cuckoo.